Hello and welcome to the first episode of The Corner Chair. Now, usually for these intros, I'll be in a chair that looks somewhat similar to this one on screen, and it is in a corner, hence the name The Corner Chair. But I've just moved recently, so we currently have a setup that is just my comfy desk chair, and I also don't have my good mic out yet, so I'm just using a vocal mic to start with. But let's get into it. So the first video I'm doing here is a Magic the Gathering game that I played. I played a league using this deck. That is blue-red Kiln Fiend that I have been working on and developed, and then everyone started running the blue-red Blitz deck. But yeah, this one's a bit more aggro than your classic blue-red Blitz in Modern. I've got a couple of my own little things that I've added in here and there. Unlike the Blitz, this can win on turn 2 with a really good draw. But yeah, so let's run you through the deck. So, of course, we've got Kiln Fiend in the deck, which is the main sort of difference that this deck runs, which, you know, we run Kiln Fiend and Team of Battle Rage, and this allows us to get the turn 2 win really, really quickly. With the help of Manamorphose or Mutagenic Growths, we can play a Kiln Fiend on turn 2, we can play a Manamorphose on turn 3, Mutagenic Growths, Team of Battle Rage, what do you know, we've got 20 damage on turn 3. It can win on turn 2 with a Monastery Swift Spear, but that's much more rare. You'd have to be very lucky to win on turn 2 with a Swift Spear. Speaking of Swift Spear, these are our other creatures in the deck. So we have the Swift Spear, we have the Thing in the Ice. Thing in the Ice has been really useful to flip, because when it flips, it bounces everything back to hand. So it's a semi-board wipe-ish thing, very useful against some decks. We also have a Stormwing Entity, which we can get down on turn 2 with the help of Manamorphose, or often getting it down on turn 3. The 2 blue cards just help the deck stabilize a bit more and go longer in the game. The rest of the deck's mainly made up of our cantrips, so Opt, Serum Vision, and Crash Through. And removal, we've got some lightning bolts in there as well. Yeah, that's basically the deck. The sideboard's pretty simple. We have Ceremonious Rejection for colorless things like Tron, for instance. After building this, I realized I had a lot of Tron hate in this deck, and it was probably a bit unnecessary. So these 2 slots could probably go to something else, but I have one with these just randomly, in games before. But yeah, I've got a Abrade now. It says that there are 2 Abrades here. I ended up running 3 Abrades because I ran into a couple of Chalice decks when I was practicing. And Chalice on 1 really destroys this deck. So I actually subbed out the Flame Slash for an Abrade, and I'm not sure that's correct, because there were a couple of times in the matches if I had a Flame Slash, I would have brought it in and it would have been quite useful, but I didn't, so I didn't. Relic is our Graveyard Hate. It's just solid. It triggers Prowess, so it's a good card. We've got Dragon's Claw for red hate, and Mystical Dispute for blue hate. We also run 3 Blood Moons, because sometimes you can just jank them out with a Blood Moon and win the game. So, yeah, that's basically the deck. So I guess we'll launch straight into the gameplay. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you're thinking, and yeah, I'll chat again at the end. Alrighty then, let's get into our first match of Blue-Red Kiln Fiend. Okay, yes, I would like to play first. That seems alright to me. 1 lander, but we'll make it work. Winning the die roll is always good. Alright. Pay 2 life. Swift Spear. And get in with Swift Spear. Alright. Scalding Tarn. Cracking it. Mountain Bolt. Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully we draw a land here. That is not a land. Alright, well, I think we need to Serum Visions. We did get a land. We definitely don't want Team of Battle Rage. Do we want Thing in the Ice? I think we've actually got enough threats that we'll put that on bottom. Would rather have spells at the moment. I'm playing Island, but I'm not actually going to play anything, I don't think. I'm just going to pass the turn there. I'm going to try and Manamorphose into Stormwing Entity. If we draw a land, we'll go Swift Spear, Manamorphose, Stormwing Entity next turn, but we'll see how we go. Ah, we do draw a land. Excellent. Well, then we can do the full plan. So the full plan is Monastery Swift Spear. Opponent lets it go, and we'll go red-blue for Manamorphose. We do have to do this main phase because of I'll just put a trigger on the stack. If we want to cast Stormwing Entity off the mana, which we do, then mutagenic growth is very nice. Then we need to do it main phase. To get all the damage in off the Monastery Swift Spear, we get to scry 2. Excellent. It's a good card, Stormwing. Alright, what do we think of these? Crash Through and Serum. I think I like Serum and I don't like Crash Through. Yep, okay. And then we'll go to attacks. Attack for 2 damage. We're not going to cast Mutagenic Growth because it can save either or both of our creatures from lightning bolts, which is very useful. Ah, Jeskai. Okay, so Jeskai Control. Haven't seen this for a bit. Land Pass. Ah, main phase Frantic Inventory. Okay. Interesting. And now this is the stupid thing of this deck, because I'm now asking, can I win here? I guess it depends what we get off this Serum Visions. I'll always yield for that one as well. If there's a time... Oh, hello. Don't need the land, but I think we will keep the bolts. Play the land. Alright, let's do some maths here. They could have paths, so I think we won't go for the Battle Rage. You know what? Everything's instant speed, so we'll at least go to combat and attack with both. Wait for blockers. Yeah, okay, so we are going to opt. Get them out of bolt range, so it can no longer be a bolt to save the day. And yes, we are going to draw the lightning bolt. Do we go for it? It's 6, 12. It's lethal. What can they have? It's a path blows us out, right? Alright, let's... You know what? Let's Mutagenic Growth the Swift Spear, because then they're both pretty big threats here. And then we'll try to team a Battle Rage. We'll team a Battle Rage the Swift Spear, because they're the same size now. And no response. That's the game. Alright, easy. Took game 1. Scared of a path, but we got through it. Alright. So Jeskai Control. Alright, so I think we're going to do this. We're going to bring in the Relics and the Mystical Disputes over Crash Throughs and a Stormwing Entity, and hope that that will do it for us. Alright, let's go to game 2. Oh, what do we think of this? Opponent kept 7. 1 land, but it's a fairly strong 1-lander. Yeah, I'll keep that. Alright, leads on an island and Serum. That's what I like to see. We have the growth to Yeah, no, the more I look at this hand, the more I like it. Yeah. Oh, Metamorphose can be really good. Alright, let's go get a Steam Vents, untapped, and we'll play a Swift Spear. Hopefully. I mean, it'll live this turn, but hopefully it stays living. We'll just get him for the 1 this turn. Oh, look at that. We are favoured today. Crack the Bloodstained Mire. Again, I think I'm going to just shock in. And we're going to play a Swift Spear. We're going to attack with both. And before damage, we will cast an Opt just to get a bit more damage in. I'm just going to put an auto yield trigger on that. Oh, okay. Not what I expected. A counter on the Opt. Yeah, no, we're fine with that. I've got a good hand. It's not like I need the Opt. I will just take the damage in there. Odd call, Dervin's Veto. I mean, it's alright against us, but at most you're 1-for-1-ing us. Timely Reinforcements. That is annoying, that card. Oh, now that's interesting. I think we're going to wait for a Metamorphose kill next turn. But I think this turn, I think I will Relic first. I don't think we got the mana to... And let's just activate Relic right away, make sure they exile a card. Go to combat, attack with all creatures. I assume we're just in for a double chomp here. Yep. I mean, we're going to fire off this Opt now anyway. I think we're actually going to be looking for... land is good. Or I also would have taken another creature, because I'm just afraid of a Wrath at this stage, so we'll leave it there. That Timely has soaked up a lot of damage for our opponent. Alright, the question here is, what is our opponent holding on to? Let's actually play this properly. I think I was going to cast a Metamorphose pre-combat just to see if I could get a Cryptic wasted, but it doesn't look like there is a Cryptic if that was their plan. Blocking. Yep. Well, let's see if they let me resolve a Metamorphose. I think I'd rather them counter this than a later play of ours. Alright, Logic not X2, which we can't pay for, so that's fine. No, we won't pay for that. That is fine. So apparently this relic is a good call with Logic Knot in the mix and everything. That's alright. Kill that. And I think we'll just keep chewing away at the graveyard. So with Logic Knots in play, it's probably worth noting that next time, not that I think it would have mattered because I have mana up, but next time I should eat a card straight away. And what have they got? A Frantic Inventory. So it just cycles for 2 mana. I think I'm always okay for letting the first 2 go. After that, I will crack the relic. Although we may just be able to eat it. Depends what they can do here. Alright, Visions, you got it. Land for turn, finally have red mana. Okay. Alright, we'll play a land for turn. Start off by getting you to exile a card. Cool. Again, we'll go to combat. Attack with all. No blocks. Alright, let's try Metamorphose. Pact of Negation, that's fine. Alright, so now the question is, do we just try and chip in as much damage here as possible? Because either they've got a second Pact in hand and they'll have to exile the other card in their hand, or how much damage can we get in? Well, I can no longer path, so I feel fairly safe increasing ones by a bit. Alright, 5, and then Battle Rage you. Alright, do you have a Pact of Negation? No, and that's game. Excellent. Well, so far, doing well. Took down control pretty easily. Yeah, exactly lethal. Well, yeah, just goes to show you should always counter the right thing. Yeah, I'm not sure they knew I was playing Team of Battle Rage, but yeah. Alright, well, we won that one, and yeah, let's play the next one. Cool. Alright, Blue-Red Kiln Fiend, and I think we keep this. This is an answer my Kiln Fiend or you die hand, almost. Missing the Battle Rage, but it's a good hand. We will keep. For Blue-Red Kiln Fiend, we may actually get to play a Kiln Fiend. Alright. So, opponent plays an Ether Vial. I'm assuming it's humans. Oh, we might get this one then. Alright, so we'll play that. Pass the turn. Second Ether Vial. Ooh. Double Ether Vial, 1 land play from our opponent. Cool. Alright. Steam Vents tapped. Alright, another land, not exactly what we want, but you know, it's there. Alright, Kiln Fiend. And we say good luck to our opponent, and we are just going to semi-pass. Alright, no 1-drop from the opponent, that's good. Alright, 2 Ether Vials. Ticking up Ether Vial. Ticking up Ether Vial. Still 1 land. Oh, and yeah, that's a bit rough. How much damage can we force through this turn? I think we're just going to shock again. Because we could possibly win this turn. Let's think, how much damage can we get through? Well, let's see if Kiln Fiend gets blocked first. Attack. Vial. Vial's in. Selfless Spirit. Well, we are going to bolt that Selfless Spirit. And we're pretty sure they don't have a 1-drop. They might. So it's Spirits. Okay. Force of Negation. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Now the question is, do we save this Kiln Fiend or do we just play another one? I'm voting for saving this Kiln Fiend. I know it's a spell wasted, but at least this way, yeah, we're not losing anything. And then we can play a second Kiln Fiend. And we just can keep our opponent, hopefully, on the back burner. What did they exile? They exiled a Force of Negation. Okay. Alright, well, hopefully we draw something good coming into this turn. Alright, we have to assume our opponent's hand is just all action. Okay, 2 and 3. Still no second land. Wow, what's in their hand? Alright. It's not really what we wanted to see here. Okay. Oh well. We're a Kiln Fiend deck. Let's swing with the Fiends. See what they've got to block with. Oh, sneaky Spectral Sailor. Okay, putting something into play. Ah, Supreme Phantom. Phantasm. Ah, Phantom. Alright, just blocking the 1. Alright, so first we'll opt. We'll see what we can draw into. Okay, I don't think we want Kiln Fiend 3. Oh, that makes things tricky. Do we save Kiln Fiend again? I think we do, actually. Oh, man. I don't know. You reckon that was the correct play? Should I have just let it die? I'm a bit attached to these Kiln Fiends, apparently. Alright, well, we kill their 1-drop, get in 7 damage, and we can play a Stormwing entity. Oh, for some reason, I have a stop set in the damage step. I don't know why. I never really want to do anything in the damage step, usually. Alright, comes down, we get to scry 2, that's always useful. Oh, double thing in the ice. No, we don't want those. I highly doubt our opponent is running a Wrath, and if they are, I don't know why. Alright, flashing in. Alright, so we have Drugskull Captain. And Drugskull Captain is problematic, but they are down to 1 card in hand. We've done a very good job of just keeping them low on cards in hand. 3-2. Staying at 3 and 2. That's a frustrating card, Mausoleum Wanderer. Just hates on instants and sorceries. 1 card left in hand. I wonder if it fits on their curve. We're just going to pass here. Let them... We will happily trade with Drugskull Captain because we are representing a bolt or something like that. So I don't think they're going to attack. Well, they might. because then they'd sack Mausoleum Wanderer. I guess that's what's going through their mind right now. Do we have a bolt in hand? Do they attack? I think this turn we're just going to take it and go from there. Alright, so I'm going to play a Arid Mesa first and opt. I'm doing this main phase. I am aware of that. I just want to see roughly what they're going to do. Because if we do it during combat, they could block, like after blocks and things like that. They could get a free counter. So, is their last card? Yeah. Oh, it's another Drug Skull Captain. Okay. Whew. Are they going to sack the Mausoleum Wanderer? They might have actually been the correct play to sack the Mausoleum Wanderer there. Well, I mean, they still can. To the opt. I mean, if they do that, I'm still swinging with the team. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, no, I would say that is the correct play. No, we will not pay the 5. However, we will get in with everything. Alright, so they get to kill something. So I reckon they'll kill a Kiln Fiend for free and kill a... They might take out the 2 Kiln Fiends, or the Kiln Fiend and the Stormwing. Or just take out 1 Kiln Fiend and take... Yeah, but we lose on the backswing, right? Yeah, cool. Alright. Yeah, there wasn't much we could do there. We're going to lose on the backswing anyway. Alright. So... Spirits. So I've decided we're just going to go 2 Abrades instead of 3. For some opts, Serum Visions, Mutagenic Growths. Let's try it like that. And we can switch back to a bit more aggro if we win this one for game 3. Would we like to play first? Yes, we would. I mean, you can't complain about this hand, so I will keep it. I think we're going to do nothing on turn 1, see what they play. We have an Aether Vial answer, we have a lands answer. That may just be what our plan is. Alright, Aether Vial. Cool, well we have an answer to that. I want to be careful with the Blood Moon, we don't have any natural blue sources yet, so yeah. Now I am going to Aether Vial in their upkeep. Blow up the Aether Vial in their upkeep. In response to the trigger. Simply because you can't force of negation that. Alright, 2 lands. I think drawing the Metamorphose actually means that we Blood Moon now. Put our opponent to the test, the Blood Moon test. Do you have an answer to Blood Moon? No, but you do have a Rattle Chains. Alright. Mana is off for them. Excellent. That's what we like to see. I'll just remove my upkeep stock. Another mountain! Don't you love mountains? Well, I think that was very nice opening for us. And look at that. We are obviously just loved by the magic gods, because we have blue mana. Now the question is, do I want to cast Thing in the Ice? And the answer, I believe, is yes. Just get that out there. 2 threats to deal with. And I mean, the thing is, if Thing in the Ice flips and gets rid of our Kiln Fiend, it also gets rid of their stuff. Yep, and that's a free Blood Moon win. Lovely. Alright. Cool, so we're gonna run the 2 Blood Moons still. We have brought back in 2 mutagenic growths, and yeah, let's do that again. Let's get a free Blood Moon win. That was fun. Well, we have no creature, so mulligan. Alright, we have Blood Moon, 2 creatures, no lands, down we go. We have nothing. We will keep these. I don't want to go to 5, so we will lose the 2 mutagenic growths. And it's just as if we didn't sideboard them. They kept a basic. Of course. We will start off with Serum Visions. Bottom. I think technically this digs us 1 card further, so we'll leave Opt on top. But yeah, not a great start. Supreme Phantom. We could be in trouble here. Play the land. Opt. Main phased. We definitely don't want that land. A Braid isn't bad. Alright, so I think the plan here is to, in response to whatever they're going to play here, we will try and bolt the Supreme Phantom. Or if they don't play anything, we'll do it end of turn. Just take the 3 for now. Okay, so we bolt this, they'll sack and counter it. Or if they have a Rattle Chains in hand, that's even worse. They have a Rattle Chains in hand, don't they? Ah, Spell Queller. Okay. So they exile that. And this can counter it where X is 2. Ah, that's so annoying. We'll play the Arid Mesa. So that's outside of boltable range. I think they might have us. I think we're in trouble. Maybe I should have mulliganed again, but it just felt so bad. Oh, in response to whatever this is, we're going to try and Braid kill the Supreme Phantom. Yeah, we will kill that. At the very least, they sack Mausoleum Wanderer. Yep, to it. And let's just crack. And I know I'm doing this early, but I just think this one's over. So, no, we will not pay for that. So, they hit us for 4. Correction, 7. And do we draw a miracle? No. So 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is lethal on board. And that is GG. That thing in the ice. That doesn't do anything. But yeah, we'll just scoop it up here. There's no point playing on. Oh well. Lost versus Spirits. Got a bit unlucky with our opening hands there. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's that one. Let's hope we have a bit of better luck next time. Alright. Time for match number 3. We won the dice roll. That's always a good start. What do we think of this? I think we are a... Yeah, that's definitely a keep. Alright, let's play the fetch and pass the turn. Okay, red-green. What are we thinking? Probably Ponza, but with no turn 1 play. Hard to tell. Could be, could be a couple of things right now. Could be Dredge. Alright, let's get down Kiln Fiend. And with a bit of luck, we might get a turn. I don't think we can get a turn 3 kill off this. Alright, another Wooded Foothills, no play. Odd. Alright, as we haven't drawn a land, I am going to play a Serum Visions to start with. Let's see where that gets us. There's the land. Double team of Battle Rage. Okay, I think we go... I think we have to bottom both. Yeah, we've got one in hand. We don't want to overdo it. Alright. So I think we're just going to chip in for 4 here. No blocks. Going to pass it. Yep, chip in for 4, and then I think we're just going to play the Stormwing. And then we can scry to... definitely not that land, as it comes in tapped, but we will keep the Manamorphose. Alright, and not that they know it, but I think we're threatening lethal next turn. Basic Forest, okay. It really isn't telling us much so far, though I do like that forest. Another basic forest. Ah, okay, so it is Ponza. Okay, cool. That's fine. We win. Cool. Easy. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Okay, let's attack with both. Okay. And see if he blocks. He does. Alright, so we go red, blue, Manamorphose. We're just going to add red, blue back. Always yield. Always yield. Red and blue. We did draw the land after all that, but that's okay. We are going to opt here. So scry 1, crash through, we don't really need, doesn't really matter, it's just for the spell trigger. And then team of Battle Rage on the Kiln Fiend here. We'll do it. Alright. And that's game. Alright, nice and quick. Quick game 1. But now, let's figure out how to beat Ponza. Alright, look, how's this? We'll run it no changes. And then if we get beat down horribly, we'll bring in a couple of abrades. Alright, I mean, let's just do that again, shall we? Run it back. Alright. How does this look? Our only blue source is a steam vents. I'm going to keep it. I may regret that. Oh, please play an Arbor Elf. I would love to bolt an Arbor Elf. That looks like an Arbor Elf. Oh, hello, Mr. Arbor Elf. Are you ready to be bolted? I must say that Manamorphose has just, like, in this deck, it just makes Blood Moon fairly irrelevant. Right, second Arbor Elf. Alright, Serum Visions. Have to main phase it. Try and get a land. We'll go bottom and top and pass the turn. Maybe it was a bit risky keeping the one lander against a land destruction deck. Oh, we'll see. Do they have a pillage? No, just a Clothis, who I've been playing decks where I've been playing a lot of Unearth, and Clothis is just the bane of my existence in that deck. We're just going to get a mountain, and I think we play Kiln Fiend here, because we have a... This is how stupid Kiln Fiend is. I'm looking at their life total, looking at the cards in hand, going, I could possibly win next turn. Yeah. Alright, so you're eating a land for mana. Seems fair. Odd. Renin 6. Okay. Yep, returning a land to hand. Playing a said land. Cracking said land. What are you up to? Pillage? Blood Moon? Anger. Interesting. Okay. Now, I could have saved him there, but maybe I should have. But you see, it's better to be lucky than good. See, that's obviously a play they didn't want to have to make, was angering for the Kiln Fiend to kill it. So I don't think they'd have a... Well, if you have a bolt in hand, you would have just bolted him, right? So Clothis gains a bit of life, does a bit of damage. Unless they need the mana, in which case they'll eat a Windswept Heath. But surely with Renin 6 out now, you don't need the mana, so you just start chewing up my graveyard. I would chew up my graveyard. So this time around, if he tries to do something to the Kiln Fiend, we are definitely going to try and save it. Yep. Returns that to hand. Plays it. Cracks it. Alright. Another forest. They might have sided out the Blood Moons. Huntmaster. Interesting. Creates a 2/2 token. Yeah, good card. I like Huntmaster. It's not played enough. Alright. What do we draw? Opt. So the question is, do we Manamorphose main phase to try and sneak some damage through? You know what? No, I don't think so. I think what we're going to do is try and clear the board of these two. The flip is bad. So if we attack here, we basically want to make sure we kill, which I think if they don't block... Alright. So I think they have to double block here, just... Alright, well let's risk it for the biscuit. Let's draw a Manamorphose. That would be amazing. That would be the best draw. Come on, Manamorphose. I am adding red and blue. No, it's another team of Battle Rage. Alright, mutagenic growth him. Paying my life. I think we're just going to get as much damage in as possible here. I haven't actually done the maths here. But I think we're right. I think that does it, yeah. Easy. 24 trampling damage. Alright. I knew what I was doing the whole time. And then regular damage. Yep, cool. I knew what I was doing. Alright. Here we go. Oh, this is tough. Look, I think the 2 Serum Visions mean that we keep this. Yeah, okay. But we won the die roll again, which is lovely. Opponent also kept 7. We will fetch and shock. And we will play a Swift Spear on 1. Okay. Alright, here we go. Attack with a Swift Spear. My computer's chugging a little. Sorry about that. Right. Bolt. Soulscar Mage. Alright. Interesting. So this is a prowess deck. Now the question here is, do I Serum Visions or get rid of the Soulscar Mage? Answer, risk it. Serum Visions. Watch me not draw a land here. You ready? Land, 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 land. Oh, I am the greatest. Well, even though I want both of those cards, doesn't really matter because I am going to shuffle them away right now. And we're just going to get a... Yeah, computer's chugging a little. I might, after this match, I might close it and restart everything. Alright, I'm just going to bolt the Soulscar Mage. Let's put an auto yield trigger on that. Mutagenic growth. Cool. Which means it becomes quite big. Oh, that's a bit of a... Oh, actually... You know what? I'm going to get in and see if they block it. Okay, I'm happy to make that trade. You know, at the end of the day, I have better cards. Okay, they have a Swift Spear. And a Steam Vents. Oh, they're playing a blue-red version as the prowess build. Okay. Opt. I will just pass here. I don't have any response to any of this. Put it to the top. It's always good. Hit me for 2. Yep. And we'll play a... Yeah, I think we'll play a Kiln Fiend, stay aggressive. We have the thing on the ice to stabilize if we need it. It's good at blocking for a while before it flips. And then when it flips, it's really nasty for something that's going a bit wide with... It's weird, this. It doesn't go wide or tall. Manamorphose. Yep, you got it. Yeah. Bolt. That's fine. And... Lava Darts. Alright. And... Swings for 4. Look, I got no responses, so I'm just going to auto pass. So yeah, this is a very aggro build of it, yeah. Alright, but the thing is now, you see, they only have the 1 card in hand, and I have a good blocker, so I just don't know if they can force through this last couple of points of damage. Bolt targeting it. Yep. And then Lava Dart. Oh, they just have it all. Okay. Well, then that's... Is that game right here and now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Double Lava Dart in the graveyard. Yeah. I think that's just game. I don't know if they see it, but it is. Yep, no, they see it. Well, I think we need to bring in more removal. Alright, so what I'm going to do for this match is I'm going to go up some Abrades. Just getting a little bit more creature removal in this matchup I think is key. We're also going to go up the Dragon's Claw. If we're both triggering it, I'm gaining a whole ton of life. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep me stable, because I almost stabilized that match. And my deck can go much longer with the Storm Wings and the Thing in the Ices. I don't know if they run Thing in the Ice. Anyway, I'm taking out a bit of the aggro in Crash Through, because they're never going to block, really. And one Storm Wing, just, yeah. So, let's go down those. Look, we'll try it like this. If I'm completely wrong, you let me know, and we'll go from there. Alright. Game 2. Yes, we will play first. And this looks fine to me. Double Swift Spear, no removal, but look. It looks fine to me, so we'll go Spire Bluff, Swift Spear, and we will hit you for 1. Pass the turn. Alright, what do they got? Soulscar Mage. Excellent. I think we're definitely fetching for a red source here. Alright, let's see if they block. I think. Alright, let's shuffle first. Get a red source, and we are just going to Manamorphose here. It's a bit weird, I know. We don't have a backup spell, but I'm just trusting in the card draw here. We're going to go red-blue again, the usual spread. Cool. Alright. Look, we needed to cycle it. We've gotten rid of their first 1-drop, so we're ahead on board, we're ahead on life. And I still have a Thing in the Ice. What have they got? Manamorphose. Looks like they're digging for a creature. If they were that stuck on creatures... No, there's another Soulscar Mage. I was going to say, if they were that stuck on creatures, they definitely shouldn't have blocked with the... We're going to play that first. We will go Swift Spear. Begin combat, attack with both. See what he does. Okay, blocks. Now this is a question. Look, I think I am going to do it this way around, because I will bolt his face, which still leaves up a mana, so cool. Alright, excellent. So far, so good. I think they've been a little too careless with their creatures. I don't know. Because it looks like at the start of their turn, by opting now, it almost looks like they don't have the creature in hand. Alright, he bolts a Swift Spear. I am fine with letting that go. you want to kill the other Swift Spear, I am also fine with that. Okay. I'm actually more than happy for this. If they're lava darting, flashing back lava dart by sacking a land. Yeah, no, I'm more than okay with this. They're gonna... Yeah, that was not... Like, I know why they did it. And their timing there was well done. You know, catch me while I've got the fetch on the stack. But... unbeknownst to them, but knownst to us. I'm just going to crack this for a mountain. Yeah, we got enough blue sources, so we'll just get a mountain now. We have a thing in the ice. And now we also have a Dragon's Claw, which is our secret sideboard tech. Ah, light up the stage, hardcast. Oh, okay, so they are playing Stormwings in this build. Right, good to know. We are actually going to main phase opt to see what we can draw into. Yeah, we don't want another land. Because sometimes you just randomly draw into a Kiln Fiend. Always yes, always yield. So now I should just auto gain a life whenever anyone casts a red spell. So I'm going to play the Bloodstained Mire just to thin the deck a bit at the end of their turn. Because, you know, deck thinning. Wooded Foothills, crack the Wooded Foothills. For a mountain. Manamorphose, I guess. Yeah, looks like Manamorphose. Yep, I will gain a life. I'm just going to pass till end step. I can't really do anything in response anyway, so... Red was an odd choice. What have they got in hand? I would have gone red-blue so I could cast the Stormwing. There we go. Ah, Bedlam. I was playing Bedlams in this build, but I decided against it. I actually just brought in the Stormwing over it because it was just... I think I cast it once in the 5 or 6 games I played with it. Alright, let's see what we draw. Another thing in the ice. It's not a great draw here. I would love just some cantrips. Get through the deck. Yeah, no attacks. 2 thing in the ice is nice though. I think I don't block Bedlam Reveler here is the correct play. In case I draw things. What are you targeting with that? Thing in the ice. Okay. And then bolting the thing in the ice. Yeah, that seems fair. Doing anything this turn. And another Reveler. Yeah, I am seeing the power of Reveler. Yep. I mean, I'll take this hit here. Because, I mean, I can still win from here. It's not very likely. Okay. I'll attack with that. Alright, it's a risky play. Let's see what we do. Our usual, red-blue. And it's a land. Well, I will pass to you. Okay. Okay, cool. They trade. And I'm pretty sure we just could scoop it up here. I'm not sure we can come back from this. We are now well behind. Those Bedlam Revelers did their work, yeah. Yep, so... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because... Maybe I was just unlucky in my matches, but they never came into it, was the Revelers. I either won beforehand or... yeah, I didn't end up being able to cast them, so I don't know. Ah, and there it is. Team of Battle Rage. I think that would have been game last turn, but as is, we're dead on board. So, I'll give the opponent the GGs and pass it from there. I'll give something double strike because I can. There you go. I will gain a life. Doesn't even save me here because they kill me on board here. So I will just concede. And that's it. So we're currently 2-2. I will be back in a second with the final match. And then we'll review the deck. Alright. Final match with UR Kiln Fiend. Because I am Kiln Fiend. I think we won 4 out of 5 dice rolls. That is a quick instant no-keep. That is a quicker, more instant no-keep. This is actually a fairly easy keep. We'll ditch a crash through and an opt. Yeah, I think. Alright, so... good luck, opponent. You're playing with 7 cards, we're playing with 5. Hopefully it's not burn, because we are really helping our opponent here. I think we need to keep the thing in the ice here. It's just if something happens to our Kiln Fiend as our only win condition here, we lose. Big time. Oh dear, is it the mirror? Again, are we playing the more aggro build? Now the question is, do we play Thing in the Ice here or Kiln Fiend? And I think the answer is Kiln Fiend. Force them to have the answer. And we'll pass until response, so if they want to bolt it, which they do, we'll make it look like we're thinking for a second, because, you know, we could have mutagenic growth, and then we say, no, that's fine, you can have that. Yeah, so that was why I was thinking maybe we play Thing in the Ice just to avoid getting it bolted on turn 1. But, I mean, what can you do? Steam Vents untapped. Manamorphose. Red and blue into... Yeah, the Stormwing on turn 2. Yes, no, I do like that play. I mean, if we draw a land here, we'll Thing in the Ice bolt it. And hope for no gut shot or... No, it's just gut shot. There's no lava darts in the graveyard, so hope for no gut shots in hand. Anyway, land? It is a land! How did we land that? Ha ha ha. I am full of puns. Alright, do we shock? I think we do, actually. I'm concerned about... We have literally done 13 damage to ourselves, 7 damage to ourselves. And then we'll just bolt that. Do you have Le Gut Shot? Or mutagenic growth, actually, that does it as well. You do have the Gut Shot. Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you, everyone, but I think we might be outclassed here. I think we needed to do that. And we needed to do it while our opponent was tapped out, because they'll just have too many spells this turn. Yeah, cool. Look, there's not much we can do, actually. I'm just going to pass the turn. We can block that. I'm not sure we want to. Oh! Oh, I think our opponent just skipped through their combat phase accidentally there. Alright, we will crash through here. Remove a counter. Yeah, I don't think our opponent meant to do that. Hopefully we can draw a spell. We can indeed, and it's a good one. Because we can Manamorphose here. Oh, this is interesting now. I'm just going to always yield to that. I mean, red, blue, and Teamer Battle Rage? Okay, well, I don't know whether they can deal with this. Because that's, to burn that much, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, cool, alright. And we win. Try it like that. I think we're going to keep. I don't think we're going to go up the third Abrade. I mainly have 3 for Chalice matches. Yeah. Alright. Let's give it a try. Alright, opponent gets to play first this time. 4 lands is a lot. 1 redraw. Let's see what they do. Oh, look, I think we have to begin with 7. I might end up regretting that. It's a bit land heavy. We kind of don't ever want more than 4 lands. Let's see what they do. Delver. Interesting. You know, I honestly considered running Delver in this deck for a bit there. Oh, Thing in the Ice is a good draw there. Yeah. I think we just bolt the Delver. While you can't do anything about it. We can play the Thing in the Ice on 2 and just set up a bit of defense. Yep, Swiss Spear. It's an odd matchup, this one, because often it's about being patient. Oh, light up the stage. What do you get with that? Stormwing Delver. Ooh. Depends what you can do next turn, but a Stormwing this early might be good for them. I don't know whether they could play both. They'd have to have a Manamorphose in hand to play Delver and Stormwing next turn. We draw our own Stormwing this turn. And the question is, do we Manamorphose into Stormwing? The answer, I don't think so. I think we just Thing in the Ice. Next turn we can Swift Spear, Manamorphose, Stormwing. It's just a more powerful turn. I think we're just going to take the beats here. Yeah. No blocks. Because a lightning bolt blows us out, you know. We don't kill it. Oh, sorry, opponent. Damage had already gone through. Yeah, that was a misplay from our poor opponent there. That they just... Yeah, like they needed to do that to pump him. But I'm glad we didn't block. We would have lost our Thing in the Ice for no reason. But yeah, no, definite misplay there. So you need to do it before the damage step, after blockers have been declared in the block step. Yeah. Something to remember if you're ever playing this deck. Yeah, so they missed out on, I think it was 3 points of damage there, which could prove fatal here. Second Thing in the Ice. Well, we'll keep that one in hand for when they kill this one. We will crack this. I think we will Steam Vents again. And we'll go Swift Spear. Actually, it didn't really matter when we did this, because Manamorphose, and then we'll just put some auto yield triggers in here. Manamorphose, going blue and red, usual. Another Swift Spear is nice. Not for right now, because the plan is to play the Stormwing here. Can scry 2. We'll bottom and top. And we might just be tempoing our opponent out of this. No attacks. Yeah, if we win by 3 damage, I'd feel a little bad, but, you know, it is one thing, you just do need to know the timing of things. Okay, Manamorphose, yep, that's fine. Double blue, interesting. Oh, they have the land, where they got Delver. And Vapor Snag, targeting my thing in the ice. Yep, that makes sense. That's fine. Again, we'll take a big hit here, I think. Then hopefully next turn we might actually just be able to swing in for... So we take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if it's a bolt. Alright, we'll risk it. Cool. Down to 6. Playing the fetch, cracking the fetch for a mountain. Thin in the deck, thin in the deck. Playing a Monastery Swift Spear. Serum Visions. Now that is interesting. I think I'm going to keep the Battle Rage on top. Okay. There's a big risk, by the way, but we're going to swing with everything and hope that they don't want to keep their Delver around. Well, I think this means we can't Mutagenic Growth this turn. It'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 more points of damage through, so it's not worth it anyway. Tough. And then we'll play a thing in the ice that they know about. It's a close one, this one. So, thing in the ice can block the Swift Spear on the ground. Just depends how well they can pump in the air. Not playing a land drop, that might mean they have 2 spells. Any 2 spells do it here. Just swinging in the air. Alright. Any 2 spells do it? Do you have the 2 spells? No. Mutagenic Growth does it on its own. Okay, concede. Let's go. Now the question here that I want to ask is, do we bring in the Mystical Disputes as weird sideboard counter tech? I don't know. I think maybe I might have tried it game 2. I'm going to bring the Last Abrade over a Stormwing because they have the Delvers as well. So let's go like that. Well, we get to play first, which is a big thing in this matchup, and this looks like a good hand, so we will 100% keep that. They also keep their hand of 7. Alright, we are just going to pass the turn there. No removal, no sideboard cards, but this is a... yeah, this is a quick Kiln Fiend kill if they don't deal with it. Alright, Delver. We'll crack for Steam Vents tapped, pass the turn, back to my turn. What do we got? Another mountain. This is a bit of a frustrating draw. I just know my deck building. This is a little frustrating, the lands I've pulled, because these are all the fetchable ones with any of my red-sided fetches. So, yeah, the Arid Maces, Bloodstained Mire, is that the other one? Anyway, these are the only lands I can pull with that, so it's a little frustrating because, yeah, they just... Alright, anyway, let's see if our opponent here gets the blind Delver flip. I like Delver. I almost put Delver in, as I said. Alright, no blind Delver flip, please. Oh, of course they get a blind Delver flip with a Lava Dart in hand. That's always the way it goes, isn't it? I have done so much work to get Delvers to flip, you know, Serum Vision, Scrying, and seems whenever your opponent plays a Delver, they flip it straight away. Ooh, did we see that island before? I don't believe we did. Oh, okay, this is interesting, because this is giving up on any kind of... I see Vapor Snagging it. Nice. Nice, I will give you that. That's a lot of damage. That's 5 damage already. Interesting. Interesting. What do we draw? Mutagenic Growth. Of course we draw a Mutagenic Growth. We're going to go Kiln Fiend again. Mutagenic Growth does save it from a lot of things. Oddly, not Vapor Snag. It also means we could get a sneaky just kill next turn. If they tap out here for damage and don't kill us. Cracking this. So I don't have any Scalding Tarns is one of the big things this deck is missing. Blue, red, Sprite Dragon. Wow, this one's really in on the new creatures. I like it. Lava Dart, targeting Kiln Fiend. Yep, that's fine. And then are you going to flash back the Lava Dart targeting Kiln Fiend? Because I will Mutagenic Growth in response to that one. Otherwise we just die, right? So I take 2 damage here. But I don't think I can block. Alright. Do we take 9 here is the question. If I don't block. 3, 6. Yeah, okay. Put us in an awkward position here, because I've got to block this. Or I just die. I haven't seen Sprite Dragon or Delver in this build. This is nice, I like it. So threatening lethal, which means I have to block the Swift Spear. Which means I kill the Swift Spear, but I think this means it's just game over. What can I even draw? I can draw a bolt. Opt into a bolt would do it. Draw a thing in the ice. I mean, opt. I don't even know what I'm doing here. We're going to put that on bottom because I don't think it will help. And yeah, that's game. I'll give our opponent the GGs. Alright, I guess we'll review the deck in a second. Alright, so that was the deck of Blue-Red Kiln Fiend. Something that did come up were my fetches. As you can see, I'm not running any Blue-Red straight fetches, so I just don't own any in my collection. So I'm fetching out, yeah, and it came up a couple of times where it would have been nice to be able to have the option to fetch for blue or for red, but that's alright. The deck overall, yeah, it was fine. We went 2 and 3, which, you know, be nicer to have a winning record on our first video, but yeah, I don't know how much I would change. It's hard because the blue-red Blitz deck is in the format at the moment, and I think we played that one twice, and it's just a more aggro version of this, able to sustain itself, and yeah, I found myself asking the question, why play this over that? And I don't know. I like Kiln Fiend, and Team of Battle Rage is basically my answer. And sometimes we just snuck a win out of nowhere, but yeah. Alright, well, that's it. Tell me what you thought. Tell me what you'd like to see me play. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep recording videos and see how we go. Hopefully we'll be actually in the corner chair soon. You can see the corner chair. But yeah, other than that, I'll catch you next time.